Hello and welcome back to Spoiler Trash.
¿Cómo estás?
Once again, we are not talking about Stranger Things. After this episode, we have talked about more things in between seasons 2 and 3 of Stranger Things than we have talked about Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Which is great. It might even be like a long-running bit on the show, like if we ever actually get back to finishing the Stranger Things reviews. Maybe. We'll see.
One day, maybe, perhaps.
Today we're going to be talking about the Pokemon Winds and Waves trailer, which is going to spark up a little bit of a generalized Pokemon conversation. But then we have to talk about potentially Game of the Year runner so far. Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
Resi 9, baby!
Resi 9, baby. But before then, Damon.
Hello.
How's your week been?
It's been all right. Had a birthday.
Yeah, you did.
Turned the big 2-4.
Buddy's ung.
I'm ung status. I'm chopped.
Old as shit.
Chopped. Branden's pushing 30, by the way.
Yeah. I can't even say like I'm not. I'm 26. I'm pushing 30. Like 25.
You were born, what, 02 or 99?
99.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I was born in 99, December of 99. Yeah, I think like the 24 to 26 period is so funny because it's like you're not really in your early 20s anymore. But you're not in your 30s yet. Like this is like the transitioning period into pushing 30.
Yeah.
Is a really depressing time.
Yeah. I'll be there soon enough. Not yet though.
You'll be there, and you're there now. Yeah, you're 24. You're in the transitional phase, dude. You're in adult puberty.
I'm in the transitional phase to being pushing 30. You're currently pushing 30.
Yeah, like I'm senior year right now of prepping to push 30.
But yeah, no, me, Branden, and the lovely Buggy went out to eat for my birthday. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah.
Had a blast.
Went and got some sushi.
This motherfucker ate a lot of fish that day.
Yeah, dude. I ordered sashimi, and I'll send a picture. I'll send it to Lorenzo, editor Lorenzo. So like throw this picture up as we talk about this. But I have not ever ordered sashimi at a sushi restaurant. I've always just ordered sushi because duh. But I'm back to doing the carnivore diet, which I've done it twice, and each time I did it, I had really good results, pretty good success with it. But always like something happens to where I just stop it, and typically that thing that happens is some kind of like chip, like a Pringle or a Dorito, and then I'm just like, you know what, fucking meat is cool, but it's not nacho cheese Doritos.
Yeah, it's not,
And then I gain a bunch of weight back, and I'm back to being a fat fuck.
Chud status, bro. Chud status.
Big chud status. But I'm back on it now. I'm trying to be a bit better, more consistent about it. But I never ordered sashimi, so I was like, that fits the plan. So I ordered it, and the dude was like, we don't have the lunch special anymore, because it was like, I think 5 p.m. and I forgot. And he was like, but we do have the sashimi deluxe option for dinner. And I'm like, yeah, that can't be that much of a difference. I order it, and what comes out made me want to die, because I felt like the center of attention. It's like the
big ass.
Dude, it was like the Japanese equivalent of like the fajitas coming out in the Mexican restaurant, and everyone like turns to look at the waiter and he brings it. Like, also, side note, you'll never catch a fat guy ordering fajitas in a Mexican restaurant, because you have everyone's eyes on you while the waiter is carrying this sizzling plate of food, and everyone's like, ooh, who ordered that?
When the fajitas come out sizzling, bro.
And it gets to the fat ass, and everyone in the restaurant has like a collective,
Oh, it's that, guys. Okay. All right.
That's how I felt with this fucking Beautiful waiter, by the way. This dude was like
Handsome.
like a supermodel. It pissed me off. The moment he sat us at our table, I'm like, okay, man. Like, I'm here with my girlfriend and my boyfriend. Like, you piece of shit. Don't walk up to our table with your chiseled jawline and curly hair. Fuck you.
Trying to steal both of them from me.
Yeah, like I'm feeling my stomach hit my thighs when I sit down. And then I have to look at your fucking beautiful ass. And then he wants to hit me with a, here you go, sir. Here's your Diet Coke. Because they didn't have Coke Zero. Fucking shoot me, okay? But then that's the same guy that brings me out this gaudy, huge bowl of sliced fish. It was horrible. But it was good.
I got this big ass
Bento box.
bento box. Yo, get that cat. Fuck ass,
Fuck.
dickheaded ass.
Dude, fuck my chud cat. He just
Fucking fuck this chud cat, bro.
this fucking chud ass cat just jumped off his cat carrier. I don't know if the camera caught it, but it just like hit his water bowl and knocked water all around my feet. I'm standing on the beach. But keep talking about your bento box.
Dude, that fucking I was like, I ordered it, right? And it was the pork katsu. And I was like, oh, it's not like he said it was like the deluxe box, and he was like, whatever. It's fucking took up half the goddamn table. Just boonk. And I was like,
He's not kidding. It was like half the table.
I was like looking at it, and I was like, all right. And then I asked for a box, and my fat ass, while we were like getting ready to leave, I was like, this shit.
You're eating out of the box.
And I finished it, and I just closed the box and left it there. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them.
Damon drank the katsu sauce. And then, like, we're sitting there with our massive, gaudy, fat fuck chud meals, looking like the kind of guys who go to anime conventions and talk about how they want to travel to Japan for the culture when really they want to go to a fucking soap house, you know?
Yeah.
Buggy orders a single roll of sushi, like a very demure princess, but then fucking two
Two double shots, bud.
two doubles of Malibu rum like a goddamn psychopath. And then like when they come to the table, she's like, "Oh, thank you," and she like drinks it so slow, like she enjoys it, and that
Nobody enjoys Malibu like that
except for her.
except for her. Like that is like. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna get drunk."
Yeah, and then she was, duh,
Left the fucking place drunk. Anyway,
because she's a lightweight.
she's a lightweight and she over fucking estimated herself.
Oh my god, dude.
And then at the end of the night, I gave them one of these grogs, delicious by the way.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna try it here.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna go grab one.
All right, yeah, Damon's gonna try one, and
Don't shotgun it.
we'll start it off with a while Damon's gone, I'll babysit. We'll start it off with a little unofficial grog review. We're getting into food reviews now, because as we mentioned, we're fat fucking chuds, and if you reviewing everything but Stranger Things, as Bucky just said, that might go on a t-shirt.
Season 2 was
Season 2 killed us, dude. Fucking Kali used her dumb bitch mind magic and made me forget Stranger Things exists, which is fine. But yeah, let's.
I have these all the time. I love them. They're buy cold ones. Max and Chad from
Pokemon guy and the fat one. They they made these.
They used to run with if you don't watch them, they used to run with Filthy Frank back before Filthy Frank
Became Joji.
All
right, let's try it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's so good.
And this is the grape.
Yeah, the peach one is better in my opinion.
You are in the mirror.
You are in the mirror.
Do
We can see you.
you want Lorenzo to blur you out? All right, Lorenzo, put a PNG of a big buff black guy over Buggy. Or Hatsune Miku. Or if you find a Hatsune Miku that's a big buff black guy, especially right here when she's like
She's still in frame. She's still in frame.
dog pose in front of me.
I'm trying to put the drink back and not be in the mirror. Fuck you.
Yeah, but now Lorenzo can make you like Terry Crews but Hatsune Miku. She went, okay. No, this is good. I mean, it's like the what are they? The not White Claws, because White Claws are not sweetened at all. These have like an artificial sweetener with them. There's no sugar. Yeah, Bud Light Hard Seltzer had the soda shop
Yeah.
line that they had. I don't know if they still make those because I'm not a drinker really. But there was a grape soda, one of those. This tastes almost just like it, but the alcohol tastes a little better actually. Like it's it doesn't taste as cheap as the Bud Light ones.
Yeah. Definitely like they put a lot of effort into their drinks, and I mean they have to.
It still has that cough syrup taste to it though.
It's the grape flavor. It's the grape.
That like any grape thing has.
Yeah. That's why I prefer the peach one. My personal favorite is the
Bottle caps.
bottle caps.
That's what it tastes like. You know the candy bottle caps?
Yeah, you're right. Does taste like that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I actually could see myself drinking a lot of those. I'll give it like an 8.
The grape, I know you haven't.
8.5 maybe?
The grape, I'll give a 7. The peach, I'll give a 9. The lemon ice, I'm kind of just going based on what I had. The lemon ice is probably my personal favorite. I'll give it a 9. Because I don't think I can give it a 10. And the mandarin, I'll give it a 7 as well. They're all really good, especially if you are like me and you don't like the taste of alcohol or like the taste of like cheap alcohol, and you still want to drink with your friends. These are.
But now the real like alcohol tasting experience. Let's load up a little upper decky.
A little Zenachino right there, a little Velo Chino.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, kids, this is a 18 plus, 21 plus. Don't buy this if you are underage, and if you steal it, you're a scumbag.
No, get your parents to buy it for you and then drink them all in one night and go drive.
Editor note, that's a joke. Please don't do that.
It's like I'm the angel and you're the devil.
Oh, it's better with a lippy.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's a lot better with like with the old Hillary Clinton,
Okay, hold on.
Obama Bin Laden.
Re-review. Now review with the aspect of a Zenachino in the upper decky. What is it?
9.
9?
Because I have the mixed berry or the wild berry velos, which already have like a grapey taste.
Yeah.
Because that's all that the gas station had when I went. It's not what I normally get. But it works. It's pretty good. I'm going to sip on it for the rest of the episode.
I think I am too.
That's pretty solid. But speaking of no, there's no segue there. We're gonna jump into the the Pokemon Winds and Waves trailer. This dropped, and like Damon and I were already talking about like, hey, we should probably review Resi 9, like maybe before Stranger Things season 3, just to because like it's a hot game right now. Let's just strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, and it's fresh in the mind because I just beat it.
I'm still beating it.
We know, baby.
And I've been playing it since launch. I play it slowly. But then the Pokemon Winds and Waves trailer dropped, and I'm a huge Pokemon guy. Hold on here. Got to show the Yat.
Not the Yadas.
I have to show my credentials. Huge Pokemon guy, So we have to talk about that.
Yep.
and we should probably talk a little about Pokemon, anyways, because it's one of the greatest game series of all time, easily one of the most influential. But yeah, we're gonna jump in.
At this point, we're just talking about whatever the fuck we want. We don't give a shit. We'll talk about your mom if we have to.
Oh, dude, that'd be a great like a mom review. Holy,
Submit your mom and we'll review her. They're all 10s. They're all 10s.
yeah. Once we get, well, let's be honest. I'll be honest. They're not all 10s. But we might do a mom review when it comes down to like once we get like a Discord open, get some people in there, maybe like a Mother's Day episode. We rate our listeners' moms. And like in the D&D world, I'm known as like the MILF guy. Like I am the expert on hot moms. So I feel like I've got an area of expertise there.
Because you play Dex to Turner.
I play Dex Turner on the encounter table. Yeah, he's.
Hey guys, you guys should go watch that. What?
You guys should go watch that. If they're watching this, they probably already do.
Yeah, even though more than likely you watched that already, and you're watching that or you're watching this because of that.
Right? Maybe. Yeah. But let's let me pull this up here. Here we are. Pokemon Winds and Waves, Gen 10. Which is insane. All right. Holy shit, notebook Pokemon.
Notebook Pokemon. Oh, Pikachu! It's Pikachu!
It's Pikachu!
It's Clefairy!
It's a rectal thermometer for Pokemon.
That looks like the rectal Pokemon thermometer.
Dude, if they put that in the game, I'm in.
I like how they hold on, go back a little bit, just a tad. They have the fucking like the red arrow pointing out like the there's a ghost.
Where?
Do you see the chameleon? I forgot his
Kecleon?
name. Yeah, Kecleon. Do you see how like it has the arrow pointing?
Yeah,
right
is that
there?
a Wurmple?
That's our word.
Are they trying to, or is oh never mind. No, that's the little zigzaggy pattern on the Kecleon. Yeah, and he's like
Oh
blending in.
yeah. Blending in. Yeah, that's really cool. That's a cool detail.
That's fun.
But it reminded me of like the clickbait. Don't do this at 3 a.m. red circle arrow
the
videos.
J Station.
Red. Yeah. I don't know
J
why.
Station.
Autism, I
My
guess.
girlfriend died. And like Ouija board at 3 a.m. videos. Yeah.
KSI has cancer and he's gonna die. Want to join my free gift card giveaway?
Dude, hey J Station, come back. You know how many fucking people have died and you haven't been there to talk to them? Not being selfish, man. Come back. This is cute though. I don't know what this this obviously
like...
isn't like screen caps from the game because like that's Kalos.
Yeah, this also
That's
looks
Alola.
just like yeah.
So okay, so it's just kind of like everything up
Big
until
fat
now.
fucking chud Pikachu.
There's Galar. And this is okay, so this is what's to come.
Don't do that. It scared me.
Okay. Another beach generation, which I'm super down with. I thought Alola had a cool design. Fucking Dominican Pikachu?
I know black. I know I Dominican.
I know Pokemon, papi. I Dominican.
I know Pokemon papi. I know I'm Dominican.
I know Pokemon, papi. I Dominican. Dude, if we don't get that voice line from Pikachu,
I'm not playing.
And this
the
is
game.
like his overweight white wife, like every Dominican tourist has. Oh shit, dude! But look at her eyeliner; looks great, lady. All right.
On
If we actually get those costumes in game though for Pikachu, that's kind of sick.
That would be cool.
All right,
I'd agree. Game Freak.
here we go.
After we heard what Typhlosion
Holy
did, I
shit.
believe it.
Those visuals are kind of crazy. No? Oh, drip. Looks like we're sticking with the Pokemon Center and the shop is combined into one, which I really like.
That's pretty cool, though.
I like that a lot. But also,
Yeah.
visuals off rip look great.
Yeah.
I really like the
Reminds
designs.
me of like Hawaii.
Yeah, I think it's
Hawaii.
supposed to be like Southeast Asia. Like Thailand, Vietnam. I think and Indonesia, I think, is the big inspirations for this region, if I remember correctly.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
dope. If we don't get a lady boy, I'm gonna be pretty bummed. I would love to see.
Sorry, I'm itching my eye a lot. Also, fucking.
Wait, hold on. I don't know if you caught that real quick.
I did not.
I feel like this shot was intentional, real quick, to show off their ray tracing, like the lighting update in this generation of Pokemon. Because look at this Tangela over here, and then if you look at the one on the left, the way the light comes in and actually, like, you see the shadows underneath each vine in the Tangela.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
actually sick. And I know, like, earlier they showed Tropius, and you could kind of see through his wings.
Because they're leaves.
Yeah, dude, like that's actually awesome. And like the shadow effects, it really looks like they actually put some effort
did
in.
some. Definitely better than what was
Scarlet
it?
Violet?
Yeah.
This looks leagues better already. But I just wanted to point out that I think this shot specifically was intentional, to show off the differences in lightings. But watch it as it plays through. Like when you see this guy over here actually move, it's really impressive. Like for Pokemon, at least. Damn. Yeah, that looks sick.
Yeah.
Water looks
Water
great.
looks a lot.
Golden Hour, the glow to the fire types. Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm.
The tadpoles being an actual fucking waddle.
Dude. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I have seen the starters.
All right, off rip, who are you picking?
The bird who looks like he's wearing Tim's.
Yeah. I think that's Brout.
Yeah.
I'm low key feeling
Brout?
Brout. As long as they don't royally fuck up Gekwa's evolution, like as long as it's not another Quaquaval or another
Bipedal skinny water type.
yeah, like Inteleon, Quaquaval, or the Poplio. As long as it's not one of those and they actually do something cool, which I'm hoping for, like a water poison type, that would be sick, or like a water psychic. Even water ghost would
That
be
would be
dope
sick.
as fuck.
It's looking like, just by based off of design, it looks like he's going to be water poison. The fire is going to be fire fairy, and then I think route, if he's not grass fighting, I'm going to lose my mind.
He's got to be grass fighting, because I think it's Indonesia that has the those fucking the fighting chickens. What are
Yeah.
they called?
I forgot.
But they have that
I know what you
that
mean, though.
fighting chicken, which would be sick because now we have grass Blaziken. But like where Blaziken
Exactly.
is like a speed based fighter, if they
could be
they
a-
make Brout like a fucking tanky brawler, oh dude, I'm picking Brout.
His final evolution better have Tim's and a fucking puffer. If not, I'm gonna be angry.
The dog is cute though. They better keep him quadrupedal. I'd be pissed if they make him bipedal.
They're gonna make him super bipedal and buff like they did
Another-
with
But no, I'm kind of feeling Gekwa as long as they don't fuck up his evolutions. If they do some fuck shit with Gekwa, then I have to go Brout.
Burrow. Yeah, I normally hard stick to the fire starters. I love fire starters. Actually, I take that back. 2 of my favorite starters are water types.
I almost always pick
I've-
water or grass.
I don't think I have a favorite. Like, I don't think there's any starter that's my favorite that's a grass type.
Really?
Like from any of the gens.
Oh, I
yeah.
sure do.
But I think Brout is going to be really cool. I do like the Pomeranian. He's adorable. I think they need to play into that a lot more. Like, keep the Pokemon adorable and don't really deviate from that. But I think Gekwa can be really cool.
Like, not
If they
every
do something.
starter has to turn into like super edgelord,
Yeah.
which they seem to only be doing that with the water types, like making them cute,
Yeah.
which is like fine. But I want another cool water type. We haven't had a cool water type since Froakie.
And Froakie is my favorite.
Yep, same here. But all right, yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, Brow is fucking tough as hell. Pombon
Bro, definitely.
and Gekwa. Ooh. Dragon.
Ooh.
That's a dragon.
Guys, it's a dragon. Hold on.
I'm
look.
assuming that's one of the legendaries, right?
Yeah.
He's probably the legendary for Pokemon Winds because he's up in the sky, but I don't see anything down here in this shot. So I don't know. Maybe if we see like an outline of something in the water eventually. I haven't seen anything, but that definitely is like very obviously a Pokemon outline. Okay. I mean, a cool, sick ass dragon. I'm always down with the cool dragon legendary.
We need more at, honestly.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Oh, word?
Yeah, because you can actually go in the water in that one, I believe, and swim alongside.
Dude. Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves. $2027. Very cool. Very cool. That trailer actually makes me excited.
To play it. I haven't played a Pokemon game since trying to remember. I want to say the one that I remember playing, I don't think I've played one since X and Y.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I have not. I've always wanted. I've timelines have not, hit the same wavelength to where I could buy a Switch to play the newer games. And right now, with me dealing with old Betsy right here, trying to get a new
Computer issues.
Yeah, it's just really not in the cards.
No, Pokemon Winds and Waves looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Winds. I think. I know. Buggy wants to play Waves.
Yeah, but that's because Buggy likes fish.
Yep, the marine bio lady likes fish. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
But what are you gonna play? Winds or Waves?
If the opportunity arises that I can get it, I think wins. I think wins.
2027, you'll definitely have a Switch 2 by then.
Have some money.
But no, yeah, Winds and Waves looks dope. I'm excited. I'm a lot more hopeful for Winds and Waves than I was Scarlet and Violet. That's for sure.
I agree. I don't think I looked at Winds and Waves and actually felt like how I felt whenever I saw X and Y for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
realistically, I started playing Pokemon. Like I knew about Pokemon, I had like a Game Boy, and I had the game itself, but I didn't really know what I was doing.
Right.
So whenever my brain cells were actually working, I had my frontal lobe could lobe right. The first time I remember playing a Pokemon game and actually beating it is Black and White.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon since I think I was like 3 or 4. My parents got me Pokemon Emerald for the Game Boy Advanced, but my brother had a Game Boy and Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, 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 you have to play them in order. Like, you have to play Red first. Like, you can't play Emerald first. Which really, that was just him wanting to play Emerald. But I played Pokemon Red first. So I've been playing like since the beginning.
Yeah.
I love Pokemon. But speaking of, Damon and I did talk about this last night when we were hanging out. We're going to go ahead and rank the current 9 generations of Pokemon, and this is not counting the remakes. I'm gonna throw that out there right now. I feel like if we were to do a list with the remakes, at least mine would be wildly different. Because like, not gonna spoil what my number 1 pick is for generations, but my number 2 spot would easily be Oris, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. But that's obviously not in the cards for this ranking because that's a remake, right?
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is give our ranking down the list of generations, starting in 9th place, working our way to 1st. And then I think we'll go back and give our very brief reasonings as to why. And I will go first.
Okay.
Okay, so this is my definitive rankings for the 9 generations of Pokemon that we have right now. In 9th place, I have Gen 9, Scarlet and Violet, very obvious. 8th place, I have Gen 2, which is Silver, Gold, and Diamond. In 7th place, I have Gen 5, Black, White, and Black 2, White 2. In the 6th place, I have Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. 5th place, I have Gen 1, Red, Blue, Yellow. And 4th place, I have Gen 7, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. In 3rd place, I have Gen 8, Sword and Shield, kind of like a dark horse there. In the 2nd place, I have Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And in 1st place, I have the GOAT, Gen 6, X and Y. The reasonings here, I think, are very obvious. Although I do expect some of my placements to ruffle some feathers. That's fine. I'm right, and you're not. Gen 9, I just feel like it's lazy. It's unoptimized. It has shitty starters, except for the Meowscarada line. The past/future Pokemon thing is like the only cool thing about this whole game. Terastallization is extremely lame and ugly. It's hideous to me. It's very obvious that this game was developed during COVID. Like, it's painfully obvious. But my favorite starter for this region is Meowscarada, duh. And out of 10, I give it a 2. Gen 2, the Silver, Gold, and Diamond. I just felt like this was a total downgrade from Gen 1 in like every way. I have zero desire to play this game again. It's extremely meh. But like, if I had to pick one, I think my favorite starter is probably Feraligatr. And I give this one a 3 out of 10. And this is where I think feathers are ruffled.
A little bit of ruffled feathers.
So Gen 5 is where I think I start to probably ruffle some feathers here. because I know a lot of people say that this is like their favorite gen. I think that's all hype because I remember when Gen 5 came out, people did not feel as strongly about it as they do now. And granted, maybe that's like a we didn't know how good we had it kind of situation. I think it's more of like a hipster mentality. It's just people want to be different. But I will admit, I think that Gen 5 is like a top 3 region. Like I think Unova is really cool. But it has very meh starters. But it also has like almost perfect legendaries. I think that the legendaries for Gen 5 are sick as fuck. And rotation battles were such a cool concept. Like I really like the rotation battle gimmick. I think that's awesome. And okay, of the meh starters, there is one that I actually really like, and that's Samurott. And now also it is in 7th place, which sounds low, but this is where I feel like from 7th place up, Pokemon is just good. Like it's not a bad game at all. Like I think Gen 9 and Gen 2 aren't great, but I think 7 to 1 are great.
Yeah, they're just it's hard. It's to classify which one is better out of the greats.
Like, do you want your steak to be too buttery, or do you want your lobster to be too juicy? Or opposite, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I give Gen 5 a 7 out of 10. Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. I think it has good starters. And it's the first 3D game, which is pretty sick. Has a great art style. Like I love the art style of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. It's probably my second favorite as far as like storyline goes. I think the starters are a little lacking, but at the same time, I feel like they're slept on. Like I don't hear nearly enough Infernape love, and I think that's because of Blaziken. And people were already like, "Oh, really? Firefighting again?" But I do think that Infernape is sick
again.
But my favorite starter in that generation has to be the Empoleon line. And then I give Gen 4 a 7.5 out of 10. Now, this is another spot where I feel like I probably pissed some people off. 5th place is Gen 1, the OGs, red, blue, and yellow, or red, green, and yellow in Japan. But I mean, it's the OG, it's the baseline, and the story was good for its time. But like compared to today's standards, it would just be called extremely uninspired, which is a huge criticism you hear of Pokemon now, is that the story is always uninspired. But then when they try to do something different, it feels like they're punished for that.
Yeah.
But regardless, it has a complete it's an iconic cast of Pokemon. Like the 151 Dex is they're icons, all of them. But my hot take, my favorite starter of Gen 1, it's fucking Venusaur, dude.
That's mine.
Like, I fucking love Venusaur. I know that like the populist pick is Charizard. The people who want to be a little quirky or they just like water starters, they'll always pick Blastoise. Venusaur does not get enough love. But I give Gen 1 a 7.5 out of 10 as well. Gen 7, Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I think it has very meh starters, except for one. But the storyline is great. When I said that, like, it feels like Pokemon gets punished when they do try to do something different, this is exactly what I mean.
Try to do cool shit. Yeah.
Like, the story was different and it was fresh. And, like, of course, yeah, you still had, I think, yeah, it's not the gym mechanic, but like the islands and like the guardians of the islands, that was fucking cool. And people just shitted on Sun Moon when it came out. And and I have no idea why. Like, I thought it was awesome. I thought the region was dope. Alola is awesome. The whole like Hawaii beach aesthetic went hard as fuck. Regional variants are awesome. Like Alolan Marowak is one of the coolest and best upgrades of a Pokemon imaginable. Like Alolan Marowak is like my second favorite Pokemon from this region. The legendaries are perfect. I fucking love the legendaries in Gen 7. Lunala, Solgaleo, Necrozma. That is a cool ass trio. Um, and even still, like I like this game a lot. Mimikyu carries so fucking hard. Like Mimikyu, probably my favorite Pokemon. It's definitely Buggy's favorite Pokemon. She loves Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu. If you don't love Mimikyu, I think there's something wrong with you. Like it's so sad, but in like an adorable way. And it's Ghost Fairy, which is awesome. And it's I think it's the first Pikachu clone that isn't just an electric type, which is awesome. But my favorite starter in Gen 7 is one of my favorite starters ever, like easily top 3, Decidueye. Decidueye's so fucking cool. This like Robin Hood, ghost grass, archer bird, and it's an owl. Yeah, dude. No question. It's an 8 out of 10 game. Third place, Gen 8, Sword and Shield. I think this one is like a shock for a lot of people. Because I know a lot of people like to shit on the Switch games.
Yeah.
But I think Sword and Shield is going to be one of those games that in like 10 years, people are going to be like, no, dude, like you don't understand. It's my favorite game. Like I was a big fan when it came out and I defended it. No, you didn't. No one fucking defends Sword and Shield, and it deserves it. This game is super fun. I hate the Brits. I'm kidding. But like the fact that they're all British is fucking annoying because British people are annoying.
Sorry, British people that watch us.
Sorry, it's such a fun bit. But also Ireland better, dumbass. Ireland better.
Car bomb.
Ireland based, IRA based. I think they're allegedly a terrorist group, but IRA based. But no, I think Dynam based, based on
Based on what?
a true real hero story.
Not the hero story.
But I think Dynamax, like that mechanic is fun. It's got like a solid roster of legendaries. Like I think Zamazenta and Zacian are like they're pretty cool. But Eternatus is super sick. Fucking love Eternatus. Probably the worst lineup of starters though. Inteleon, Cinderace, Rillaboom has to be the worst. Like the fucking idea of like let's make the starters based on professions. I hate that. I hate everything about it.
Yeah, it just doesn't sound fun.
Like oh, what's the fire starter in this game? It's a soccer playing rabbit. Okay, what's the water starter? It's a lizard that's like a twinkified James Bond. Okay, what about the grass starter? Oh, it's a gorilla that plays drums. And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And it's like, yeah, that one actually is kind of cool, but like everything else fucking sucks, you know?
Drum gorilla.
Drum gorilla. But also like it had a solid Pokédex. The Galar regional variants are cool, like especially Rapidash. Psychic Rapidash is super cool, like the unicorn thing. Love it. Has a really solid dex. I thought the DLC was pretty fun. Like the Urshifu DLC was cool. And the end game, holy shit. You can drop 10 times the amount of hours in the end game that you put into the actual game itself. Like running the raids and shiny hunting and the dungeons and it's just It's a lot of fun. Like that is actually a game where I'm like, the in-game content for this Pokemon game is worth it. It's fun. And like it'll actually keep you playing. And then on top of all of that, the character customization. Like they gave us super solid character customization in Gen 8 and then took it away immediately after. And that is a travesty.
Yeah.
The outfits you could put together, just the sheer fucking drip in Sword and Shield was crazy. But that being said, favorite starter, Rillaboom, 8 out of 10. Second place, top 2, Gen 3, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. This is probably my most like replayed generation. Has like the most, probably the best legendaries, right? Fucking Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza.
Yeah. I agree.
A sick ass lineup of legendaries. It's also the introduction of the natures system, which is super sick, and also 2v2 battles, which are my favorite in Pokemon games. And fun fact, when I build my teams, obviously I do 2 trinities, which if you play a bunch of Pokemon, you know what that means. If you don't, like grass, water, fire, that is a trinity, because it's like rock, paper, scissors among those 3. I think there's 4 perfect trinities like that in the Pokemon games. So I usually build my teams around the trinities. But I always like I build them and I keep them in the little, like, in the Pokemon tab in your game, laid out in a way that's most utilized for 2v2 battles. And I think it's great. It's like it's always on my mind. When I see the fucking double trainers in the games, I get super excited. I love 2v2 battles. Favorite starter for this region is definitely Blaziken. And it's a 9 out of 10. It's a 9. It's fucking almost perfect. It's awesome. And then the GOAT Gen 6 X and Y Mega Evolutions, fucking peak. It's a perfect idea for Pokemon. They've been trying to chase the high of Mega Evolutions ever since, and I've been consistently saying they need to stop trying to come up with something different and just keep up with the Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions, and even if you like bring in like the Ultra moves like in Sun and Moon, that's fine. But the Mega Evolutions, perfect. Fucking love it. I think it has the best story, like with your friend group and the giant guy AZ, and also Team Flare is awesome. The Lysander battle soundtrack is heat, boy. Like I don't know if you know who this is, but Nate Wants to Battle.
I know who that is, yeah.
He does like music primarily now, but he put out a guitar cover of the Lysander soundtrack way back when X and Y came out, and I had a 2DS, and you could like get on YouTube with it. I listened to his guitar cover of the Lysander soundtrack on my 2DS all the fucking time, like just core memory type shit. This is the beginning of Wonder Trade, I believe. And Wonder Trade is awesome. I love Wonder Trade. Super useful for filling out your decks. EV training with the mini games and like the punching bag system was cool as hell. That was a lot of fun. And it doesn't have my favorite starter lineup, but it has my all-time favorite starter, which is Greninja. And Gen 6 has to be a 10 out of 10 for me. No doubt.
My list is going to be very short and sweet because, as I said, I don't remember playing any of the other games, and I started out in Black and White. Number 2, Black and White. Game I started out with. I love Oshawott. I love Samurott. Didn't really. I haven't played it in so long. I don't really remember like the story and stuff. There was what was his name? Z, the like mint hair guy
What's his name, Z?
in. I don't remember. I don't even remember if he was in black and white. That might have been X and Y. But like I said, I love Pokemon. I just haven't played the games in a while.
N.
Okay, it was in. I said Z or in. So
It's Z sideways.
yeah. Zin. Wait, hold on. There's layers. Pop another one.
Dimple.
I really enjoy the game. It was my first like game that I actually played through and beat, like actually beat the, the Elite Four.
Yeah.
And then X and Y, I got that on my 3DS, and that was just, I fell in love with that game. That's why it's number one, and that's why I really can't say anything tops that. I can't say anything would top that game. Maybe
X and Y.
yeah, X and Y. Greninja. You could customize your character in that one a little bit with like different hats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like, that game felt nice. It just, every time I turned it on, and any new playthrough I played, I don't think I could have put it down back whenever I was younger, and that's why I say that. I think Gen 1 would be at... No, sorry, Gen 3 would be at 3 for me. And then all of the rest would go in any coordinating spot because I haven't played them.
Fair enough.
I do remember playing Gen 3 a little bit. And that game was, I think that game is what got me into Pokemon, but I didn't beat it. So that's why I didn't really.
You never beat Gen 3?
No, I beat, the only Pokemon games that I've genuinely beat are Black and White and X and Y.
Damn.
Yeah. I played Gen 3, but I was a dumb baby.
Fair.
And I didn't know what I was doing, so I gave up. But it is what made me love the game. And then whenever I got X and Y, or not X and Y, Black and White, I just solidified it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, my ranking was a lot less than Brandon's. But this does segue us into another thing that we had planned tonight.
Yeah, baby.
Brandon, why don't you take us away?
Yeah, for sure. So we each have built 4 Pokemon teams, okay?
Was it 4? I thought it was 3. Whoops.
Well, 1 for ourselves.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. 1 which is like, what is our, like, if we lived in the world of Pokemon, what would our team be?
Are we thinking about it as like, if we were gym leaders, what would our team be?
I did mine that way.
Okay.
But you don't have to. I think it's more fun to do it that way, but you can do whatever you want, I guess. But yeah, we do 1 team for ourselves and then 3 teams for other people, and they can be fictional or not. And my personal team, I like I said, I did this like we're all gym leaders, so it's a monotyping team. And I feel like I say this on every podcast I'm in, but I worked as a paranormal investigator in St. Augustine, Florida, baby.
I live there.
That's the most haunted city in the U.S. You said what?
I said I live there.
Oh, I thought you said I went there.
I did go there, though.
Which actually you did. You visited me at work once whenever I was doing the paranormal investigation stuff.
And as soon as I walked in, they knew. They said, this motherfucker.
Yeah, the equipment started going off, and it was pretty fun. Damon got pretty jumpy because of all the gear that was out, and
I wouldn't say
it was a good time.
jumpy. I've been dealing with shit like that my entire life.
You shitted your pant.
No, that was your pants that were shitted in. Just because I did it doesn't mean it anything.
Oh shit, player.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is or was my job back when I lived in the northeast of Florida. And because of that, I figured I would make my my team a mono ghost type team. And the way we kind of have this broken down is like 5, standard Pokemon, and then your ace, because that's kind of how all of the games work, at least with the gym leaders. But starting up, I have Decidueye, which is a grass ghost. Which Lorenzo, if you want, go ahead and
Throw up the pokies.
put our teams up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, starting off, I have Decidueye, which is a grass ghost type, and then Ceruledge, which is a fire ghost type, and then Basculegion, which is a water ghost type, and then Dragapult, which is a dragon ghost, and then Mimikyu, my fucking boy, with a fairy ghost. And then for my ace, I chose Dawnwing's Necrozma, which is Necrozma when he absorbs Lunala, which is a psychic ghost. Kill me.
Rev.
It's fucking 10 p.m.
It's fucking 10 p.m. on a Sunday. I guess we're going back and forth.
We're going back and forth.
Yes, baby. All right, hold on. Let me. Gotta give me a second. My computer is actively killing itself every time I do something. It's every time I think about doing something. Hello, I am Damon. I love fire. I have started off with Houndoom, Dark Fire type.
Sick.
One of my favorites. Then I think for my my next fire type, my next fire fighting type, is Blaziken. Gotta go Blaziken.
Solid.
Just one of the most solid fighting fires there is. There's so many to choose from. It's just Blaziken is like the one you think of whenever you think of fighting fire.
Right.
Dos Equis. And this one's kind of a cop-out, but I did play Pixelmon, and whenever I played Pixelmon, that's the Pokemon Minecraft mod, if you didn't know. I had both of them, but I can't pronounce. I know Ceruledge.
Ceruledge, yeah.
Ceruledge, and then the other one, Armoroge.
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 Or Armorogue. I think it's Armorogue.
So I got both of those just to have the Fire Psychic, Fire Ghost.
That's totally fair.
And then I went Scovillion.
Okay.
Because I like peppers.
Scovillion's a cool pick. I'll give you that.
Not a lot of people fuck with Scovillion.
I fuck with Scovillion.
I know. He's such a cool guy.
But all right. Who's your ace?
For my ace. Let me look. Hold on. I lost it. You must forgive me. My ace. And I think it's very fitting that it would be my ace. I'm going Entei.
That's a solid pick.
Pure fire type. One of the OG legendary cats.
One of the dogs.
It's cat.
What did I say?
You said dog.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
Fake fan over here, for real.
Fake fan.
Fucking LARPer, bro.
Got it tatted just to be a poser, dude. That's crazy.
Got all of them gym badges. They ain't mean shit. LARPer.
Got it tatted just to be a fucking poser, boy.
But yeah, Entei. Love Entei. Big ups Entei.
Big up to Inte.
Big up Entei. And then I think that's it for my personal team.
That is.
Have them up there, and then we'll have if you guys want, you guys can tell us who wins.
Or we'll do it and we'll let you know. But spoiler alert, my team's dog walking the shit out of yours.
Probably. I'm not good at Pokemon. Hold on. Well, there's a battler that we can do. You want to do that real quick?
Yeah, actually, you pull that up while I do my first other person's team.
We'll do. There's a Pokemon battler that you can do online.
I think specifically because of my Dawn Wings, the Krosma, I stomped the shit out of you. But so for my first team of like someone else, fictional or not, I went with fictional, and I made a team for Goku. From Dragon Ball, and I obviously made him a fighting type gym leader. And we're gonna start off with Pangoro, dark fighting panda guy, and then Poliwrath, the water fighting toad, Breloom, which is grass fighting, and then Infernape, which was almost my pick for his ace. Very close to putting Infernape as his ace because of him being, based on Sun Wukong, and Infernape is a a fighting monkey. It felt very natural, but I think my ace makes more sense. And then for his one allowed legendary, I put Terrakion, which is a rock fighting type. But his ace, I went with Lucario, specifically because the first time I ever played with a Lucario was in X and Y when he had the Mega Evolution and he had Aura Sphere. And in my head, I was like, this shit just a Kamehameha. And like since that day, Lucario in my head has been just Goku's Pokemon. But yeah, that's Goku's team. Pangoro, Poliwrath, Breloom, Infernape, Terrakion, and Lucario. Damon, you're up.
For my first, I have Superman.
Okay.
And Superman, I went with Steelix for his first.
Wait, what's his typing?
Steel. He's the Man of Steel.
Oh, because Man of Steel. That's fun. I like that.
Steelix for one of them.
Right.
Now, let me pull up because I have it written down on the doc, but I am the brain no worky sometime.
Brain no worky.
I have Steelix, which is a steel ground type for him. That's his first typing.
Mm-hmm.
Aegislash, which I thought was cool.
Love Aegislash.
He goaded.
Little ghost steel.
Goaded. Little ghost steel, yeah. Then we have Lucario for his next one, steel fighting type.
Classic, yeah.
His next one. Sorry. The penguin, Empoleon.
Empoleon, yeah, baby.
Yeah. Empoleon. I like mispronouncing their names for some reason. Then we have Aggron for his next.
Oh, I fucking love Aggron.
Dude, he's such a solid Pokemon. He's just like, you think of like a tank type Pokemon, and that's the one that just immediately, yeah.
It's Aggron. Yeah.
And for the next one, this is his ace. This is what I saw the Pokemon, and I was like, that reminds me a lot of Superman, actually. Solgaleo.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it to the tide of the sun. Yeah, I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
So Solgaleo as his ace, I think it fits perfectly for the Superman.
It does. Very solid team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for my second one, I went a little experimental. Okay, I went with a real person, and there is a typing that
God damn it.
there's a typing that like fans. I don't know if it's been like speculation that it'll be coming out, but it's almost like the forgotten Pokemon type, and that's sound type, right? Lots of Pokemon are based on sound. And there are some people who are like, oh, yeah, that's just normal type. I don't think that's good enough. I think if there were to be a sound type introduced to Pokemon, I built this team around that because the person I made a team for is Kanye West. So this is Kanye West's Pokemon team if he was a sound type gym leader. Starting off with Chatot, the little music note bird. Rillaboom, because he plays drums. He's a producer, you know. He does the programming of the drums. Rillaboom fits in with that pretty well. Meloetta,
Okay, Meloetta.
Noivern,
Okay.
and then Xploud.
Okay.
Now, obviously, we still have his ace left, and you can't really mention Kanye West without addressing his many controversies. You know,
What's his ace, buddy? What's his ace, man?
for no like particular reason, his ace is nose pass. for no reason.
Oh, I get it. It's because he made graduation. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's because he made graduation. That's why. Moving on, Damon. What is yours?
My next one. I didn't do any real people. My next one is Monkey D. Luffy from hit anime Naruto.
I hate you.
And to much of everyone's dismay, his ace isn't going to be the legendary. So the first Pokemon and the one and only legendary that he gets is Urshifu, specifically the fighting dark type because he can't swim in water.
Wait, so what is Luffy's typing?
Luffy's typing is fighting.
Okay, hell yeah.
So we have Monkey D. Luffy with the fighting type. You have Urshifu, which is fighting dark. That's not his ace. Then you have Hitmonchan.
I like it.
I think I just put this guy in there as a fucking filler. Hold on, let me.
Nope, let it ride.
Oh no. No. I'm letting it ride, but I just forgot who he was. Conkeldurr,
Oh yeah,
the guy with the two fucking
yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't add him. I just forgot who he was. I forgot the name. Yeah. I added him because I think Luffy and him would just shoot the shit, like, actually.
Oh yeah, they'd be homies.
I based this all on, like, Pokemon that Luffy would just invite to his crew, by the way. Deadass would invite Urshifu, would invite Conkeldurr, would invite Hitmonchan, would invite Toxicroak,
I like it.
fighting poison type. I think they'd be buddies. They'd absolutely be like shooting the shit. And close to his ace, but not quite, Infernape.
Good pick.
But his ace is even better with Annihilape.
I love it. Yeah, dude.
Kind of going off his Gear 5, the white hair, using his life force for the Gear 5.
No, I like it.
Yeah, Annihilape using his life force every time he throws a punch. But yeah, that's his team.
Fuck yeah, buddy.
I think that one's a really good one. I like that one a lot.
That is a good one. And because it's topical, my last pick here, the last Pokemon team I made, is for another fictional character, but it is a one Mr. Leon Kennedy. Now, in Resident Evil 9, it is revealed that Leon is infected after Raccoon City.
Also, this is called spoiler trash. If you're mad that this is getting spoiled,
It was also in the trailer, dude.
it was also in the trailer.
Yeah.
For the people who are going to get mad, spoiler warning on the podcast named Spoiler Trash.
Yeah, spoiler warning on the podcast called Spoiler Trash. We're going to live up to our name. But Leon Kennedy, because of him being infected in this game, I decided to give him the poison type. And I started us off here with Venusaur, moving in with a pure poison typing of Wheezing. Nidoking, ground poison, which gives us one of those perfect trinities I mentioned earlier of poison, grass, ground. And then the second trinity I have for Mr. Leon is with starting off with Crobat, which is flying poison, and then Nihilego, which is a rock poison, and then his ace is a Toxicroak, fighting poison, because Leon Kennedy fights and he is poisonous. He's infected. That and Toxicroak looks cool, and Leon Kennedy looks cool, and I feel like they'd be homies. I feel like they'd kick it. No pun intended.
They'd be homies.
What about you, Damon?
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I have to play with you. I picked Wesker.
Hell yeah.
And Albert Wesker's Poke team is Dark type. And for his first one, I picked Crocodile because it looked like he has glasses.
I love it.
His next one is Grimmsnarl because Grimmsnarl to me looked like an infected, like a tyrant.
I fucking love Grimmsnarl.
Grimmsnarl's so fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, that whole line is sick.
And next, you gotta add the big boy Houndoom in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cerberus, all the zombie dogs. You gotta add Houndoom in there.
Yeah.
Next, Greninja.
I like it.
And then you got the big homie Bisharp.
That's a great pick.
Mm-hmm. But for his ace, and I think you're gonna like this one a lot because it really fits with the character, Darkrai.
Yeah, baby.
So Albert Wesker's got the whole sheboingle going on, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Got the whole shebang.
I love it. All right.
Geeked up playing Xbox all day.
Now, real quick, were you able to do the battle simulator?
Yeah, I have one. We can maybe we can throw up choose a name. I'm gonna be Gregington. Color red. Yep, that's me. Password. You're not gonna get my password. Never mind. So you might have to set it up though, because
Okay. So the results are in. And Damon's team did not kill 2 of my Pokemon. It didn't even get to my ace. It wiped out Decidueye, and then Ceruledge finished off the rest of your team.
even my Ceruledge.
Even your Ceruledge.
That's because you had hacks on yours. You had a better item.
I did, yeah. Well, I put yours at level 4 and mine at level 99.
Yeah. Honestly, you had to stack the cards. It's fine though. I get it.
Yeah, I had to stack the cards. I had to avenge myself after calling Entei a dog.
Yeah. You had to prove you're a real fan. Yeah, I get it. I can take the L. Just so people don't fucking hate you for calling Entei a dog.
Right.
You're gonna get so many fucking hate comments for calling him a dog. people are gonna tell you you're gonna get so many death threats now.
I know, right?
You called him a dog? Yeah, kill yourself.
But all right, that's enough Pokemon. Let's move on to something we've both been very excited to talk about. A little game that so far is it's my game of the year contender.
It's definitely some fucking heat is gonna have to come out for my game of the year contender.
To topple this.
Yeah.
And that's Resident Evil 9.
What's the big word? What's that big word?
Requiem.
Requiem? Requiem?
Requiem.
Recreational? I don't know.
Yes, which I should also add at the top here. When this game was announced and shown, I was very nervous that this game was going to be the game that Leon Kennedy dies, because a requiem in Latin is like a funeral procession. It's what comes before the funeral. It has the same root as requiescat and pace, or really requiescat particularly, which is rest. So your requiem is like your procession into rest. So I was very concerned. And then I became immediately less concerned in Act 1 when I noticed that Leon's gun is called the Requiem.
You were like, wait a minute. Hold on. Now I get it.
But it still was a concern later on. Should we give our ratings at the top here?
Oh, you already know mine.
What is yours?
I have to fly out. This game matches both play styles of Resi that everybody loves. Like, if you played a Resi game, you either you either played 4, you love the action, and that's what kept you going, and that's what ran with. And then you either stopped because you hated Village and you hated 8, whatever you hated, Biohazard or 8 or whatever, 7 and 8. And then you have the real like nitty gritty horror and like the fucking walking around feeling very scared and like you just, oh my god, I can die at any second.
Right.
It matches those play styles together so well, and it gives you best of both worlds.
Absolutely.
Legitimately, this is the perfect like mixture of game. I don't think you can do any better.
When it comes to Resident Evil, I don't see it doing any better.
Like, this was the perfect game format, the perfect story, everything. That, like, I have to say it's a 10 out of 10. Like, I have to, right there. Hey, Haymaker, 10 out of 10.
Shit, really?
Has to be.
That's crazy. But you know what? I'm not upset about it. That's for sure.
Is it because you also rated it 10 out of 10?
I actually didn't.
Do I have to stab you?
You might. I gave this game a 4
out of 5.
Out of 10. I'm kidding. No.
Violence.
Now, preface here. I still have not finished Resident Evil 9. So my rating should absolutely be taken with a grain of salt. I'm over halfway through. I am in the Raccoon City portion of the game. But it should also be noted that when it comes to horror games, I prefer the play style of the first part of Resident Evil 9 over the second part. I really like the, like, you are not a superhero, everything can kill you. You should be scared kind of horror games, which is what the first part of Resident Evil 9 is. So I feel like that is this. My prediction is that the Grace portion of Resident Evil 9 is what I would rank higher than the Leon portion. Although,
well, that is all you've played.
I've played part of the Leon portion. Now, although I will say, before I give my rating, if all I had to play was Grace, I feel like the game would begin to grow stale for me. But that's not a diss on the genre as much it is like a criticism I have of the like first person survival horror style of Resident Evil games, because Resident Evil does a lot of making you backtrack and making you rerun areas you've already been through, but like they'll add like a new jump scare or something in that area. That's not really something that grips me too hard. When I have to keep backtracking, I start to get a little bored. And what I did notice specifically in the hospital portion of Resident Evil 9, the moment I would start to be like, okay, this is becoming a bit of a slog, it would switch over to Leon and I'd be like, oh, this is fresh and fun. And then it would go back to Grace and I would have like a newfound vigor to keep going as Grace, except for the quartz section. The 3 quartz section of Grace was way too long to me. But I'll save that for after. The rating, it's an 8.5. Teetering on a 9. But as
Now you remember, hold on. You remember the rule that you had. You can't do points. There's no points.
okay, then it's a 9. Then it's a 9 because I would give it an 8.5, but like that 8.5 is like an 8.8 or 8.75. But because of that, yeah, I'll give it a 9. I'll comfortably give it a 9 because I love the game. I think it's very fun. But I feel like before we jerk it off, it's fair to give some criticisms.
There's definitely criticisms there.
And I think for me, the Leon stuff is like practically no notes. Like, especially if you're already a fan of Resident Evil, which if you're already a fan of Resident Evil, you know that Leon Kennedy is just go fuck everything up, listen to his like quirky one-liners, and like just have a good time beating the dog shit out of anything that the game tries to scare you with. And that's awesome. He's like the embodiment of overcoming your fears with violence, because like Leon also just aura farms the whole fucking game, and it's awesome.
Kills a clicker in the Last of Us universe. Guess that was the last of them.
It's perfect. Like, Leon is fucking awesome. I'm sad that this is the last game that we're getting with Leon, because I forgot how much I loved the character until this game came out. But because I mainly played Grace, I will cover the Grace stuff, and then I'll let Damon take away the Leon portion of the game. So with Grace, the general plot is like she's an FBI agent. She gets this report. She has to go investigate this old hotel, and you get like kind of your first little taste of the survival horror in this hotel. You know, with the lights not being on, and it always feels like you're being watched. It's very effective in that way. But you also get your first taste of what I think is the only thorn in this game's side, and that is the consistent backtracking. Like, you get into this hotel, you get to the room you have to go to, and you find like that there's this guy that's been following you, taking a bunch of pictures of you, like stalker type stuff. In most games, I would be like, okay, that's a good place to end this portion. Give me a cutscene, put me in the next place, you know? Well, this game, after you watch a cutscene that happens in this hotel years ago with Grace's mother and when her mother dies, you now have to go back through the hotel that you just played through and like find what her mom hid behind this picture like 10 years ago or 7 years ago. That to me is a little tedious. It started to get like, okay, like I've already been through this area. This area already creeped me out. It's not going to creep me out anymore going back through it than it did the first time. If anything, the horror is now less effective because I've already been here, you know? Like, that's part of what makes a survival horror game fun and like scary, is being so unfamiliar with where you're at least in my personal opinion. So now when you have to leave this room and go find the thing that her mother hid in the picture you already walked past, it felt more like a chore of a fetch quest than a opportunity for a really impactful scare zone, which is fine. Which is fine because when you do get to the picture, there's a fun like jump scare with this like cop who turns into like a zombie, and it's very cool, and like you have to fight him off and run away, and then you do all that and you're kidnapped, and it's like, okay, that's cool. I would have much preferred that in the hotel room that we spent most of the time in the hotel to get to. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather, if I were to rewrite this portion of the game, Grace gets to the hotel room, remembers that time with her mom, remembers, oh, whenever we left this room, like mom never opened the safe to like grab her purse, or like she never grabbed her purse from this like dresser or whatever. She goes and checks the dresser, mom's purse is there, finds the item that she needed, and then you get the cop jump scare and the kidnapping. You could have kept the scare up without having you retrace through this hotel. But that's a criticism of the hotel. The plus is the hotel is fucking horrifying. Like everything up until the backtracking, I was like actually freaked out. Like there is a scene when she's like in the bathroom of the hotel checking it out, and like I think something slams behind her, and that shit made me jump, and I like screamed. It was like actually scary. It was fun. It was creepy. Like whenever she finds like the note from the stalker being like, meet me in this hotel room, she has to now go through the new part of the hotel. Everything in my body was like, do not go through this hotel. Do not fucking, like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I was scared. It was awesome. I was stressed the hell out because I didn't know how quickly this game was going to get into the scary shit. But it did. But also nothing happened on the way to the hotel room. You're going through this creepy hotel, and what's actually scaring you is your thought of like, oh shit, something's about to happen. Which I thought was really, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool to me at how unsettled the game made me using just walking. And I was like, that's fucking cool. Like that was really impressive. I loved it. And then we get our first little bit of Leon gameplay. And he's fucking aura farming the whole time. Yeah, take it.
After Grace gets kidnapped, you kind of Leon pops up, right? He gets the phone call, he's looking at a body, and then he's like, oh shit, all right, time to go. And he drives away after talking to a mysterious voice on the phone. If you play the game, it's so clear who it is. It's like, it's not even a spoiler. It's 100% who you think it is if you play the games. Leon then makes it to the streets of New York, and sees Victor Gideon taking Grace away. And in this moment, right, you feel exactly how you would have felt playing RE4 or anything, because, Victor infects a bunch of people. You're playing Leon. And it's such a juxtaposition between Grace and Leon, and you feel that through the entire game. You see memes about it. It is so, like, Leon, big scary counter bioterrorism agent now. Grace, desk jockey. And yeah, the FBI desk jockey who has never been out on an assignment ever. And that feeling carries out through the entire game up until...
Oh, absolutely.
Up until a part that you haven't made it to yet.
Okay.
Up until you get to and this is where the spoilery stuff kind of gets out, so I apologize, Brandon.
You're good. You're good. I signed up for it.
Up until you get to the underground umbrella facility. But, you're running through your gun with Leon. That is just the perfect Leon feeling. You're popping zombies, you're running up, roundhouse kicking them. That's the Leon feeling.
Oh, it's just so satisfying.
And the best part, your axe is infinite.
You said you're what?
Your axe, the melee weapon, infinite. You just have to.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, it's so good.
And it's like the little changes like that. Like Leon, he clearly gets more ammo than Grace. He gets
way more inventory
space, way more weapons. Fucking Grace itself is or playing Leon himself is literally playing the game with a power fantasy.
Yeah.
And they capitalize on Leon's power fantasy so well in this game. And then, after mowing down zombies in the streets of New York with people kind of just like, what the fuck is going on? Victor gets away with Grace. And then Leon gets a call from, we all know who it is, Sherry, saying they're going to a care center. And then we turn to Grace being held upside down.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. This is where I thought the hotel was creepy. It goes from 0 to 100 immediately when you cut back to Grace from Leon, which like Damon said, she's hanging upside down, suspended on this like an inversion chair. In a what looks like an old school office, from the 70s or 60s. And she has a blood draw IV in her arm. It's connected to this big vat that is draining her blood. She I don't remember, was the doctor there with her?
No, not whenever she woke up.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember because I know he spoke to her later, but I don't think he spoke to her then. But yeah, no, she breaks out of this room by knocking over the table and ripping the IV out of her arm. It was very you felt it, And that's when you start navigating through this hospital. And this is where that criticism comes back almost immediately for me, because it's hard to recount the events in chronological order in the hospital as Grace because of how many times you go back through areas you've already seen. Which does, that's why it was at an 8.5, not a 10. For me, personally, I understand it getting a 10.
You said it was a 9.
A 9, sure. But this is why it's a 9 and not a 10. But on the inverse, in this little 3-way area that you're kind of working through to get out of this wing of the hospital, it's a fucking nightmare. It is nightmarish shit, because you get to this one room and there's it's like a children's room, and there's all these drawings, and you are you find this little book that a little kid drew and wrote, and it talks about what is it called, the ghost woman or the girl.
Yeah, beware of the dark because she stalks, and it's all in children's handwriting.
Yeah, dude, and it starts to one of the pictures the kid drew was the whole page is crayoned in black, and there's just these white eyes. And now for the rest of the time I'm in this game, I am looking into where all the dark areas are, expecting eyes, and it has me so fucking tripped out of my mind Spoiler alert, there's never eyes in the dark. Never once are there eyes in the dark staring at you. You couldn't tell me that when I'm playing this game. I was so geeked.
So, do you want to know what that book was referencing?
I'm assuming the girl.
Yeah, it was referencing the blind monster girl.
Right. Speaking of, that fucking thing was horrifying. You're going through his grace, and at this point you're like, man, it's been a little bit. It's like since something actually scary has happened, and I'm not just kind of exploring this hospital. And then this like 10-foot tall demon thing, this girl mutated demon crawls out of the ceiling and chases you. And you like there's nowhere to hide. So you just start running because the game doesn't like tell you, oh. And this is a good thing. The game doesn't tell you this. Like I should also just add, this is not a yellow spray paint game.
No, it has no yellow spray paint.
And I love that. I hate yellow spray paint games. One of my favorite game series of all time is Uncharted. But Uncharted is a yellow spray paint game, and it always is such a letdown. Like, if you need a game to tell you, like to hold your hand the whole time, just fucking, I wouldn't even say play Pokemon, because Pokemon requires reading. You know, go do what the boomers did and play ball and stick outside. Because if you're too retarded to play a game that doesn't have everything spray painted yellow that you have to interact with, then this playing games is just not for you, bro. Like, go do anything else. But thankfully, this is not a yellow spray paint game. But saying that, the game doesn't just tell you, oh, hey, that giant fucking creepy girl demon thing chasing you, she can't be in the light.
It does. If you read the little girl's book.
Yeah, I didn't.
The one where it's like beware of the eyes, beware of the dark. That's why it was saying that.
Yeah, you see, I'm the retarded guy I was talking about that can't read. I didn't read that shit.
This man skimmed through. He said, "Oh, man, eyeballs? That's scary."
Yeah, I saw the eyeballs. I was like, "Oh, it's time to put that book away."
Eyeballs? No, thank you. I'm leaving.
No gracias. No gracias. I leave.
No, thank you.
But like, you're running from this bitch, and like, I think it didn't register for me that like, oh, she can't be in light, because you run by these like red lights that like light up like an in between the hallways room. And the big creepy demon girl just walks right by the lights, no issue. So in my head, I'm like, okay, this bitch has no weakness. Like, she's going to chase me down until a cutscene happens or I die. Like, that's it. But I get back to the office that Grace wakes up in, and you get to this room, which is well lit. The creepy demon girl chases you in and starts to like burn and like melt. So she retreats and crawls up the wall back into the ceiling. And now you're back to another retracing your steps moment, but you now know, okay, creepy demon bitch comes out, you run back to this room. And that works the first 2 times because you're doing it all to break out of this out of the wing. You have to like go to different parts of the wing to collect items, to build a fuse, to open up this like electronic door to get out into the main lobby of the hospital. On the 3rd time that you have to retrace your steps through this part of the hospital, and you're going back, and like the demon girl chases you into the room, and she like burns and leaves. When she leaves, the lights in this room shut out. And now you realize you have to retrace your steps through the hospital again. But now there's no safety net. You have to get back to that door to get to the light. And that's when shit got really fucking spooky. Because at this point, the girl like rarely goes into the ceiling. She's just always out kind of making her rounds. So it feels a little more like a stealth game that makes you want to shit your pants, which is awesome. But it got to a point to where like the demon girl was walking down the hallway and I had to get past her to get to the light. And I was like, look, I'm just going to make a run for it. And the girl caught me and fucking bit my head off. And then you had to pretty much restart that whole run. Like, this game punishes you for not being patient as Grace. Like, brutally punishes you. Like, puts you back 30 to 45 minutes of gameplay worth.
Were you playing on insanity difficulty?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your problem.
No, I don't fuck around, buddy. But I'm like, she fucking one taps you essentially. She picks you up, bites your head off.
So, for normal people who played it on casual and then we're gonna do an insanity run after they learn the game, she doesn't one-shot you if you play it on like modern.
Oh.
Where you use the ink ribbons
Uh-huh.
to save. Yeah, she doesn't one-shot you. And you can use that brief moment to kind of get past her. Like, she'll bite you, but you can like run off, get past her.
Well,
I think you should have probably played it on a modern classic or
maybe, because Grace did take me a long time to beat.
yeah, I think so I'm going to be 100% play the game through the modern with the knowledge that you have right now in that hospital section, and then come back with like a full-on rating. Like, keep the 9.
Okay.
Come back with a full-on rating, because all the backtracking stuff that you're talking about, I was like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I didn't have to do that shit.
You know what? In the future, I will. I'll play the games that we review at their normal difficulty, because that's what they're intended to be played as.
Yeah, that's what I was playing. I played it at that to get my overall like thing out of it, and then I wanted to be like, okay, now I'm going to play Insanity to see how, see the nitty-gritty.
Right. Which is probably what I should have done, because we're reviewing, we're not doing a challenge thing.
Yeah. If we want to do challenge things, we could do that at some point, but
right.
Like the Wernroda apartments, like the motel or hotel, I agree. Like, going, I gotta go up these fucking stairs. Oh fuck, I gotta come back and grab what my mom had. Oh fuck, you gotta grab that shit. Oh, scary zombie. I agree that that's kind of tedious.
Right.
But to me, it also adds like this element of suspense, because it's a Resident Evil game and something's going to happen. You just don't know when.
Right.
And Resident Evil games are always notorious for backtracking. And I agree with you, like, backtracking does have, like, it has diminishing returns. The more you do it, the more it feels like a chore.
Correct.
But, like, this, you have to, I don't say you have to agree, but to me, Resident Evil 9 is one of the least backtracky of the Resident Evil games.
It is. It's one of the least backtracky until you get to the quartzes.
Yeah, because then you have to go between all the wings.
The quartzes was very backtracky.
Sorry, continue your part. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. But I eventually made it past the girl to get to the light. Fit the fuse in the electrical box, hit the gate, it opens up, Grace goes to run through, and the girl grabs her leg and starts to drag her back into the ward, and that's what I'm going to pass it off to Damon. But the effectiveness of that one enemy in this ward to make you feel so fucking helpless. Like, that is one thing I can sing this game's praises from the rooftops for years, is the perspective of Grace Ashcroft. You truly, you are helpless as fuck.
Yeah, you are little baby. You are little child.
I think it should be revered in the same way that Outlast is, honestly.
Yeah. Because but I think it should be revered a little more, because Outlast, you have nothing.
Right. You have a camera.
Outlast, you have a camera. Resident Evil 9 makes you feel so helpless as Grace, even though Grace has a gun.
True. Yeah, but she didn't have her gun at this point.
You're right. You're right. But even throughout the entire hospital section,
Yeah, even with your gun, you're like, this fucking gun's not gonna do anything.
this shit sucks.
Yeah.
And you played it on insanity difficulty, so I know it sucked even more for you.
Yeah.
We take hold of Leon coming
Pause.
to the care center finally.
We take hold of Leon coming. Continue.
Anyways, we GTA 5 zoom into Leon, right? As he's pulling up to the care center in his fucking Porsche, Mr. Moneybags. Yeah, forgot about that. Bitch has a Porsche 2026. Fuck you, Leon. Fuck you in that sexy ass leather jacket, bitch. I want that jacket, I'm not gonna lie.
True, dude.
I'm gonna cop that jacket. I'm gonna get the like.
I played the game with his RE4 outfit on because I bought the deluxe.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Moneybags.
Mr. Moneybags over here. You got that tet money.
Yeah, I had him wear the Rick Grimes murder Sherpa.
I'm gonna get. I plan on buying the deluxe edition at some point. But pulls up in that Porsche, walks into the care center, and it is already clear. And something that Branden didn't mention, and maybe he didn't hear it. At the beginning of Grace's portion, you hear alarms going off, and that's what wakes her up. And going into Leon, this nurse is taking you throughout the care center. You go to the very top. She takes you to this room. And then you hear this. You hear the alarm going off, and then like it tells you the care center's on shutdown, right? Nurse lady gets murked. Leon is fighting a chainsaw zombie, but this is a older, more experienced Leon that you're playing as. He doesn't play that shit. So what he does is you kill the chainsaw guy, and you can pick up the chainsaw.
It's so peak.
You can pick up the chainsaw, and you use the chainsaw. You're killing everything. You go through the waves. And in that first room, it really, again, just showing off the power fantasy of this more experienced Leon. He's 50 something years old. He's so down. He's still got it, right? But you can tell something's slowing him down in like the cutscenes. Not until the end does it really slow him down in gameplay, but in the cutscenes you can tell something's slowing him down. And then you get to this this door, right? The door is openable on your side. You can lift it up. Oh, look at that. And you know what Leon does? He chainsaws it. He chainsaws the metal bar that he could have lifted up and pulled and pushed the door open on his side. He chainsaws it and kicks it. Right? And so you're going through all of that to kind of get to the point where Grace is at now. Right? You're running through, you're doing all this shit. You get to the point where Grace is at, where she's getting drug in by the monster.
Yep.
And Leon pulls out that big ass revolver, wet cum. Requiem.
Resident Evil 9, wet cum.
And the whole time you're running around terrified, fucking scared as shit as Grace. You're like, oh shit, oh fuck. Leon pulls that shit out. Bam, 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 bam. 4 times.
May I say, in that moment, totally understood the ladies' hype over Leon Kennedy.
I understood the hype over Leon.
I'm a 26-year-old man. A 26-year-old straight man, mind you. Shocking, I know, because I have my septum pierced, but believe it or not, it's true. I'm sitting in bed, playing this game, fucking timbers thoroughly shivered. When Leon steps in and fucking pulls out the Requiem, and bow, 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 bow on the big scary blind demon bitch, it was like I saw him in the fucking oh, I just died last night. That's how I felt. I was like, dude, my hero.
And like it's just that moment, right? The ladies at Capcom, the ones that told people how to keep Leon sexy in his 50-year-old age,
It worked.
good job, ladies. Let me tell you,
Good fuck. The beard,
the little scraggle.
that was the right call.
Grrr.
Making him married,
Two straight guys, by the way.
believe it or not. This is a podcast about video games, by the way.
This is how we're gonna pay our rent soon enough. By the way,
You said what?
I said this is how we're gonna pay our rent soon enough. By the way, no, but like in that moment, you're just like, holy shit, Leon is him. What the fuck?
Yeah, you grow like a boy crush on, or just a straight up crush on Leon Kennedy.
On Leon Kennedy, and then he. Lorenzo, I'm gonna send you a meme, and I want you to post it, like put it right here. Leon hands Grace the Requiem, the big ass fucking revolver, and it legitimately looks like a toddler got handed a fucking AK. Like, it's so ridiculous, man, what was given to her. Like, she doesn't even look like she can shoot that thing. But Leon then goes out on his lonesome as the gate closes between him and Grace as he walks. And now you take hold of Grace once again in the main part of the care center.
Yeah. Okay. So this is like the big portion for Grace, because I don't think we go back to Leon once for like maybe 5 minutes, and it's back to Grace for the rest
Yeah,
of this portion of the game.
rest of the portion of the game. Yeah,
Yeah, Grace. I'm like, kind of like speed running story here. Grace, fucking like she meets this little blind girl and is like, I'm gonna get you out of this cage, because she's like in like a holding cell. And she finds a gun, and now she starts going through the hospital. And this is when you realize, like, oh yeah, this is a Japanese horror game, you know, because like Japanese horror, a lot different than American horror. Because like the Japanese are still a little whimsical, you know, like I feel like Americans are a lot more jaded now. And with like American horror, it's like, yeah, if it's not like either hardcore gore or fucking a demon possesses a mom and makes her kill her children, it's kind of just pussy shit. Where like the Japanese are like, okay, so we have this idea for a monster with an arm for a belly button, and it's gonna chase you, and you have to put together a puzzle box to get a key to this door to another puzzle box. But then also there's like, what if the zombies were just like quirky and like stuck doing their jobs from when they were alive? Like that's when this game, like, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot this is a Konami game, you know?
Capcom.
Or Bandai Namco.
Capcom.
Wait, it's Capcom?
That's Capcom. You got it though. You got it. You got it.
You're like, oh yeah, this is a Capcom game.
You got it. You got it. I believe in you.
But you do have to start going through the wards of this hospital to collect 3 corpses that slot into the front door of the hospital to unlock the door. Because it's like, once the door is shut, like the 3 head doctors in the hospital have to put their specifically carved cords into the door to open it to leave. It's a very stupid design for a hospital, but great for a game. But like you're working through, and here's my hot take with Resident Evil 9, at least for the Grace stuff. Don't upgrade her. Don't do the whole, oh, I need to make her as strong and as fast as possible and make her have, like, don't try to make her like Leon. Because I saw a lot of people online being like, "Oh yeah, well once I spent the time to fully upgrade Grace and get her all the upgrades, the game really wasn't that bad." Okay, well that kind of defeats the purpose of the Grace portions to me.
So here's my thing about that, right? I think that's just it doesn't really change the gameplay of Grace at all. The upgrades really don't. Legitimately,
I think it does when you can rely on her gun.
well, I mean, you're also playing in Insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Those upgrades really don't matter in Insanity because those zombies are still gonna one tap you either way. No, but like being able to have that, there's just some parts of Grace that you need the gun in, and I guess I can kind of agree that you don't. If you don't want to upgrade Grace, don't. But I feel like it adds something more to do as Grace, though.
I could see that.
It adds that part. It adds that. It adds that part that every Resi game has, because even Ethan had upgrades, and
Right.
it's just a part of the game, because Ethan was like supposed to be the same as Grace. He's just a normal dude in the first game.
Yeah, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy. In the second game, he's super powered mold man. But
Right. Right.
I mean, I say that, but in the first game, he got his hand cut off, and he just said, "That looks good.
He just poured shit on it.
That looks good, I think." Yeah, I semi agree, semi disagree with that, with what you say. If you're going for like a challenge run, yeah, I agree with like don't upgrade Grace because it does kind of But as a Resident Evil game, the entire thing is just to to get through it. It's still scary, even with the upgrades.
Right.
I mean, you could shoot the zombies, but there's certain points where you just don't have enough bullets for the zombies as Grace.
True, which is a big thing with Grace is ammo capacity.
Yeah. So being able to have the upgrade just makes it to where you're still not going to have enough bullets for every zombie, especially in Insanity.
Yeah.
So the upgrades just help you secure that kill faster.
Yeah.
And that really helps for like speedrunners and shit like that, for like zombies that can't get in their way.
Which is fair.
And not to mention, it doesn't even fucking help against the mutated zombies.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
Grace's gun.
Like really what you got to do with Grace, if you're doing like a challenge run, well, at least what I've been doing, hemo injectors, and that's it. Like hemo injector and pray. But like you're back to what we're doing as Grace here. This is the longest portion of the game up until the Leon stuff. But just the constant back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, getting all these quartzes and solving all the puzzles, and you every now and then you go back and talk to the blind girl. If the gameplay wasn't fun, if the story wasn't engaging, if Grace wasn't likable, I would call it like a 4, a 3 even.
Yeah.
But because the story is so engaging, the monsters are so cool and diverse. The little blind girl, you just can't help but want to save her. And also Grace. Grace is a highlight for me in this first portion of the game because I don't know who is her voice actor.
I know it. Hold on. I'm not Googling it, I swear. Just let me think for a second.
Just Google it.
Yeah, I'm not Googling it. No. Voice actor. I'm not Googling it.
No, he's not.
No, I'm just using my brain. Like, who is Angela Sant Albino.
Angela Sant Albino?
Yeah, I think it's Sant Albino, but She does an amazing job.
10 out of 10 performance.
I
honestly think if she doesn't win like voice actor of the year at the Game Awards, it's rigged.
She does like
because holy shit,
she does the terrified stutter, and it's not like the stutter normal.
And it's so good.
It's the I'm scared as shit. Get me the fuck out of here. And there's like a lot of
even her breathing is effective.
Yeah, you feel afraid for her while playing,
dude. And also to call back to the Wincroft, was it that was called Wincroft Hotel?
Yeah,
or Win something Hotel.
Yeah.
When her mom dies, the scream,
the fucking screaming. Oh my god,
dude!
I am a heartless man. I do not cry for shit. I was almost in tears.
Literally, because Buggy was hanging out with me while I played this game. When she started doing that shit, we looked at each other and went, this is like the best voice acting I've heard in a video game ever.
It's the Wormwood.
Wormwood, yeah. I could not think of a better voice acting performance in a video game other than Grace. Like,
it's
so fucking good.
And like, okay, and here's my issue, and it's not with Grace or the voice actor. It's the people who have an issue with it. Like, how do you have an issue with that?
I don't get it. I've seen some people hating, being like, bitch, just speak clearly. Like, what are you talking about?
It's like, you would be blubbering like that too, you big bitch.
Like, it's so effective. And like, whenever, and like, people who are like, bro, Grace needs to shut up when I'm playing. Her, like, she's just breathing.
Turn the game off.
Yeah. Just stop playing, because fun is, you're allergic to fun.
Turn the game off. You clearly don't want to just stop. Hey, the game Resident Evil 9, this is a part of it. Turn it off.
Yeah.
You don't want to play it at that point.
Yeah, the game's just not for you then.
You just want to play a fun zombie killing game. Go play Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Go play Back 4 Blood, dude. Go play
Dead Island.
Go play Dead Island. You don't want the survival horror where you're terrified for your life. You want, I want to kill zombies. Go.
And also, not trying to be that guy, okay? Not to be that fucking guy. But if you didn't have an issue with Ethan, but when Grace does the same thing, you've got an issue with Grace, something tells me it's not the character you have an issue with. It's just women, period. Like, you're probably an incel. That's not me being like, if you don't like Resident Evil 9, you're an incel. But if that's your big thing, is that you hate that Grace makes noise, but you don't have that same criticism for Ethan, it's a little weird,
Honestly, Ethan could have done a little bit more moans. I think that would have been.
I would, yeah, dude. Let Ethan moan
in my ear, or my fucking arm. Fuck.
Yeah, no, not to be that guy, because that kind of guy is very fucking annoying. But I feel like that has to kind of be addressed.
I feel like that great and my pet peeve is the motherfuckers who are like, she's FBI. She has gun training. Why is she shaking?
She's a desk jockey.
She's a desk jockey. She sits at the desk all day.
Yeah, she's never done this shit.
It doesn't fucking matter. If I was in the FBI, you can give me as much gun training as you can possibly give a motherfucker. But if I'm doing on the desk all day, right? And then you send me to the evil ass beep mansion. My hands are gonna be shaking with that goddamn pin. I'll be like, what the fuck? Why are there zombies?
Yeah, when you send us to the evil ass hospital.
Yeah, the evil ass Oh wait,
Peach.
it's not the.
But like when you send us there, we're gonna be scared. That's expected. Like no shit, Grace is scared. I'm scared.
And I'm not even there. I'm playing it through.
I'm not even there and I'm scared.
Yeah, so to the fucking turbo chuds, you're like, yeah, you need you have FBI training. Shut the fuck up. You'd be just as afraid.
Yeah, oh, you'd be worse. You wouldn't leave the first room.
You would be like, I'm gonna stay hanging upside down. You fucking chud.
I was about to say, yeah, you would wake up and go, oh, that guy fucking put me to sleep and is draining my blood. I can't beat him in a fight. I guess I'll just go back to sleep now. That's what you would do.
Yeah.
Or if you step out of there and you go, oh, this light switch doesn't work, I'll just wait in this office until the guy comes back.
Hey, guy.
And I'll tell him I fell over on accident. That's what you would have done. But Grace didn't do that because Grace is a real one, you know? But this whole like back and forth thing, there's a couple really cool jump scares. Specifically the massive, I think they call him Chunk. The huge fucking zombie.
Yeah, so
That jump scare got me. That was awesome. But the singer is so fucking annoying.
she's so hot though.
I don't care.
She's so hot.
She's so fucking annoying.
All right.
So annoying, bro.
There's two of them.
There's two of them,
Which one are you talking about?
and they're so annoying.
Both of them.
I hate them both. Like,
That's why my second playthrough as Grace, I didn't give a shit. I knew how many bullets I found for Requiem.
and just bow.
I saw her standing up on the terrace from the fucking dining room. I said, "Hey, bitch."
I just snuck past them pretty much every time I had to go through that area.
We play games very different, you and I.
We do. I play Assassin's Creed like a stealth game.
I play it like I played original Assassin's Creed like the RPG Assassin's Creed.
But yeah, no, the grace portion goes a little long with the corpses, in my opinion. But then I believe we go back to Leon before going outside, right?
Yeah.
Because eventually you do, you get the little blind girl out of the cage, and she's been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all.
So yeah, you're forgetting about the basement portion, but you go to Leon before the basement portion.
Yes,
And I guess that's where I take over, eh?
that's where you take over.
So as Leon, you kind of it takes there's a lot there's a lot of talk about backtracking. The story backtracks a little bit every time you switch between characters because it takes play.
Yeah,
Whenever you play as Leon or as Grace, it's gonna pick you up and put you at the point where Leon or Grace would have been at the start.
right.
So Leon starts out, he goes and then he gets uber kidnapped by Victor Gideon. And then he gets mega zesty freaky on Leon in the interrogation.
He does.
This is where I conduct my interrogations. Uh-huh. You fucking freak. But then like Leon, of course, he's a badass. He has a pocket knife, in his ass pocket that he pulls out and he cuts the rope of the chair he's being tied into. And he fucking roundhouse kicks Victor after giving him the 2-piece combo. And Victor's like, you know what? You win. I am leaving. You got me. But like, through this point of playing as Leon, you're trying to get to the point of you're going down, you're doing all this shit. Forgive me, I had to yawn. So as Leon, you're going through the care center once again, right? There's new stuff that Leon can interact with in the care center that Grace couldn't. Like there's these doors that you need to use Leon and the cupboards that you need to use Leon's axe to open up. And the really cool part, and not a lot of people I've seen talk about this, or the bodies and the zombies that you don't take out as Grace stay up or stay there as like you walk past as Leon. So if you sneak past the yelling zombie or the screaming zombie as Grace, she'll be there for Leon.
Yep.
It's really fucking cool because it's telling you like what Grace is going through at that current point in time, because like throughout the entire point of Grace, you're gathering up all the corpses and then you get drugged down to the basement. And that's whenever we pick up as Leon, because Leon was getting, you know, evilly ass in the
Uh-huh.
in the cuck chair by Victor.
Right.
Grace has already been through and she already went to the basement. So you're currently playing as Leon as Grace is trekking through the basement. And it's so cool to like see all the like there's items that if you took as Grace won't be there as Leon, and they did that in I think they did that in RE2 and 3 remake. But it's still really cool to have. It's really cool, and especially the zombies, because there's some zombies that can mutate for Leon that won't mutate for Grace.
True.
But the entire culmination of like what you're doing with Leon in the care center is you're going up and you make it to Victor's office, quotation marks. He has like 37 of them.
Yeah.
And then Leon starts doing the whole tippy tappy on the computer. Sherry's like, hacker voice, I'm in. And then this is whenever you go back as Grace while Grace is trekking through the basement. And I know for a fact you hated the basement.
I'm trying to remember it.
It's the ones with the power cells, and you had to keep going back and forth with the power cells.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a fucking nightmare. Holy shit.
Even I hated that one. That was the most egregious part about it.
Easily the lowest ranked part of the whole game so far for me.
That and the I don't maybe you haven't made it to the flashback scene. I don't think you did. You haven't made it to the flashback scene yet. There's a flashback scene with Grace whenever Zeno is talking to her, but I'll cover that those ending parts.
Yeah. No, the basement was awful. The power cells thing is stupid, and it felt like I was playing the game on easy mode because like the creepy demon lady thing is still around. But since you've already faced her once, you know what her fucking thing is. It's light. And wherever, if you have a power cell on you, which you should almost always have one on you, you just run back to where one is, place it, and lights come on. Like it's the easiest shit. And it was the most back and forth for no reason. And what should have been like a 20-minute portion of the game was like at least an hour and a half
Of just running back and forth in the same fucking
of just running back and forth. And I mean the only cool part I will say was like the treadmill part with like the big wheels thing that like ground up the zombies.
the crusher.
Because if you would just like pop one in the knee and they'd like drop to the ground and just wait and it would like suck them in, that was cool. But yeah.
There's a secret that you can do for that.
What?
Maybe you should do it on your next playthrough. So to start out the secret, you have to make it to that part and let the zombie bodies fall into the goop for 15 minutes.
Fuck that.
For 15 minutes. And then whenever, like, I think it's 150 zombie bodies that go in, you do the thing and you cannot kill. You yourself, Grace, cannot kill a single zombie. You have to let the grinder kill them.
No thanks.
And then at the end of that, you go up, you take the blood slide, and then you have to flush all of the goop whenever you land in the blood slide. And it'll give you this thing, and then yada yada yada. It all culminates with doing this long ass series of puzzles on the quartz boxes, specifically the one in the one that you had to dissolve with the acid, and you have to have Emily in your hands while you're doing it, and you hear the other girls laugh, and you get like 20,000. By the way, unfortunate thing, challenge points, they abbreviate it to CP. Just call it challenge points. I can read it.
I can read.
Thank you.
We don't need an abbreviation for everything.
No, Michael. Don't abbreviate challenge points. No. Anyways, it's like you can like get like infinite ammo and shit that makes your runs better, and I'm just doing a bunch of runs like that right now. But I apologize.
You're good. Good.
I'm autistic right now. I love this game. I believe you were still going. All right. Do you just want to skip past the fucking basement part?
Yeah, I still want to skip past the basement part.
Basement part.
From this point on, I'm only going to talk about things that I thought was fun.
Basement part, no good. Didn't like basement part. All right. And then you get back to Leon after the basement part. No, wait. No. Because after the basement part, you leave with the quartz. And you open up the door and you get to the helicopter.
Right, yeah. You get to the helicopter and there's a guy that I totally did not trust.
I don't think any.
Because he mentioned like, oh, my boss is going down there. And I'm like, holy shit. Is his boss Gideon? Like, that's what I immediately thought. But turns out he was actually a pretty decent dude. Because you go into this house and it's like, he's like, oh yeah, the key should be in there. I'll watch the girl. And I think that's where I was like, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to leave Emily somewhere where I'm not, because I just like kidnapped her essentially from this hospital. But you go into this like guard's house and it looks very normal. And then you fucking pull the lever, Gronk, and like the living room sinks like 100 feet into this massive underground laboratory. And yeah, you work through it a bit and you hide because Gideon shows up for a quick second, and then he's like, all right, time to leave. Blow the fuck up. A computer, blow this shit up. And computer blows this shit up.
Jarvis, blow this shit.
And the whole thing starts to like flood with blood as Grace escapes it, which was one of the coolest action sequences in the game. Like visually, running up the staircases that are like cascading with blood, using this like modified fire extinguisher thing to kill the zombies. Super sick. That was a lot of fun. But she gets out, gets to the helicopter, gives the pilot the keys. You go to take off. All the zombies are surrounding. They're climbing on the helicopter. And the helicopter makes it barely anywhere, and it crashes, and a fucking tree limb goes fucking through the guy, killing the pilot.
Rest in peace.
Which is then when we get back to Leon.
Leon notices the helicopter crash. He makes his way out. He finds the sniper rifle, finally. And you're now going through playing fucking Balloons Tower Defense as the sniper monkey, trying to make sure Grace Ashcroft and her new daughter, Emily, don't get mauled to death by zombies named Princess. And it's just like a wave. That part is just like a wave shooter. You're just making sure Grace and Ashley don't die.
Yeah.
Or Ashley. Emily. And then you finally go down, and Leon, he's one-lining all the time. He fucking slides down the roof and lands on top of a zombie. Hits a one-liner. But you make it inside this, like, crypt or chapel or whatever. And, like, another wave of zombies start, coming at you again. And and it all ends with you killing the secondary mutation of one of the headbursters. I forget what they're called.
I don't know either.
It's blister heads. I think they're blister heads, which sounds like a slur.
It's something like that.
It's a secondary mutation of the blister head. And if you shoot off the orange bits, he makes the other zombies become blister heads. It's a boss fight. It's a mini boss fight. You clear out the room. You open up the door that Grace and Emily ran through. It's a fucking stairway down. And then you finally get to, we're finally getting back to Grace and Emily again.
Yeah. This is the portion where you get to the roof thing, right?
You finally kill off the...
Yeah, there's a very easy boss fight against the girl as Grace, which Emily got hurt in the crash, so you leave her up in a secluded room while you take on the girl. Super easy, 3-stage boss fight. You kill her, done deal. And then you go back up to Emily, and the boldest move from the Resident Evil team, fucking Emily just dies. Emily doesn't make it. She fucking dies. This little girl dies, and then transforms into a monster, just like the girl. Which earlier in the game, the room that Emily was in, there was 2 cells in there, and one had a hole dug through the wall, which you kind of knew oh, that's where the girl must have been held before transforming or whatever. Well, it happens to Emily, and Leon fucking rabid dogs her and is yeah, I gotta put her down, sorry. And Leon kills monster Emily, and Grace is well, now I don't like Leon, and storms off, and then Gideon's gotcha, bitch, and kidnaps her again.
And then we go to Raccoon City. Leon drives in his fucking Porsche down to Raccoon City. And while you're driving down there, they have a little Chekhov's gun. There's a spider climbing on the sign to Raccoon City. But you make it there. You slog through it. Funny little tidbit. You can try it on your playthrough. Leon will not shoot his Porsche.
That's funny.
You can aim at it. He will be nah, this shit too nice. But later on, Leon gets a dirt bike, and guess what he does? You can pump that shit full of lead. He does not give a shit. But, this is a true to form. Your Leon, after fucking decades of not coming back, is finally back in Raccoon City. And it's devastated. You're kind of going through, and you're just there's nothing except for whenever you get to this point where giant enemy spider.
Oh my god, that thing, I fucking hated that.
Oh, I love the giant enemy spider. Fairly easy boss fight though. You shoot his butt and he goes, oh, heart attack. But after the boss fight, you drop down, you go through the subway stations, you're reminiscing because you're going through the Raccoon City subway stations. And you're oh man, I wonder where Carlos is at. Dreamboat. That was for somebody else. We both know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The LARPer in your room.
The LARPer that lives among me. She's just a Carlos fan. She's not a Resi fan.
She just likes the hot guys from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
She doesn't know the struggle.
Which is fair, because I'm in love with Grace Ashcroft.
Oh, I love, dude.
Dude, that fucking that sequence when she's having to crawl. I didn't know that sequence was like 3 hours long.
I'm trying to remember which one. Are you talking about like through the vents in the basement?
No, it's like I think under or something like fell over and she's having to crawl under it, and like the camera's behind her, which is why I called her Grace Ashcroft.
I don't remember that. I remember
Yeah, you're a liar.
I remember her having to crawl whenever you were getting to the other side of the blood thing where you had to grab the other little you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Yeah, no, Grace is a cutie patootie. Love Grace. She's 22 years old. As a 24-year-old man, I wouldn't be able to do what she just went through.
No.
I would fucking kill myself. That's what I would do. Be like, fuck it. Blow my shit smooth off. Yeah, Leon kills the spider, goes through the Raccoon City everything. And then you get to the other side and you figure out BSAA agents were here at some point. And Leon's kind of like, what the fuck are they doing here? And so you find that they were trying to detonate something, or they have a C4 charge on like the wall that they're going to detonate.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to go through and do that. And this is where I know. Have you gotten any of the parts of the detonator?
Yes.
Which ones?
By the water tower.
Is that the only one?
I think so.
Okay. So Leon, you're kind of just slogging through grabbing all of these parts to a detonator, but you unlock something super fucking cool as Leon, and it's this box that gives you kill credits.
Yeah, I have that part.
Yeah, no, you're I'm telling the people.
Oh, okay.
No, you get that part whenever you start doing the start getting the shit. But yeah, you get like the kill credits, you can buy weapons, ammo and shit out of the box. It's really fucking cool, and it really, like, again, the action part of Resi 9 is top tier because they go whole hog with it. They don't give a shit. They want you to have the most amount of fun with Leon killing these zombies because they know you're getting your ass kicked as Grace. Yeah, Leon is like going to the punching bag and beating the shit out of the punching bag. Grace is like getting your ass kicked by Vanderlei Silva in his prime. Fucking Chuck Liddell headbutting you just 5 times until you get to go to the training dummy and beat the shit out of that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're kind of like weird. I mean, you, as a player, you expect, yeah, there's going to be zombies. It's Raccoon City. But you don't know, like, what type of zombies. Are they going to be, like, fresh infected, dropped here, or...
Right.
Turns out it's just the old infected. They're all withered. They're all like, ugh. And whenever me and Branden finally decide to do the video essay to go over all the lore, I will talk about it. But Leon, you go through, kill all the zombies. You get the first part of the detonator. You cross the bridge. You cross over. You drop this little line, and you figure out, like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of dead BSAA agents over here. You look at their webcam, and it's fucking Xeno blowing their shit smooth off with his stupid ass overpowered break action. But yeah, you go through this whole part. You get all of the parts of the detonator. You detonate the wall. You open up the wall. You get a fucking motorbicycle, and you start driving through on this dirt bike. And then Victor Gideon tries to stop you with a fucking rocket launcher. And this is like one of the chase sequences that you'll have in a Resi game, where you're on a fast moving object and you'll have to like spray down monsters as they run at you. This one's nice though because it gives you infinite ammo. I can't remember if the other ones do or not. But you're killing these new type of infected dogs that are chasing after you. The only time they show up, And it all culminates with you and Victor kind of having this face-to-face standoff on your bikes, and then you drive up, and as Leon, you have to shoot him, because if you don't, Victor will kick your bike, and Leon will go, "Ooh," and fall down and die. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, Victor falls, he goes kaboom, Leon drives to the Raccoon City Police Department. And then you make it to the Raccoon City Police Department. Fucking kill me. And as you do that, you open up the door, you walk in, and you go up, and it says, you remember the Welcome Leon sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, they took it down because they knew Leon was coming. They ripped off one of the L's, and it says, "We come, Leon." And it's like, yeah, I come to Leon too. What are you talking about? But now you're going through all of not all of, but like a destroyed portion of the police department. You're kind of going through living old memories, yada yada yada. And you get to the point where you open up you find a crank, you can open up 2 doors, and then you finally make it to where Zeno and Grace are at. Grace and Zeno are talking, Leon shows himself, boom, one of the tyrants, Mr. X, tries to kill Leon. Now you're getting chased through the Raccoon City Police Department from Mr. X. This is all new to Branden, by the way. He has not heard any of this. He's not seen any of this, and he should have finished the game before we did this.
Yeah.
He signed up for it, though. He said he did. Love you, Branden.
Love you.
I should have just let you take over like just the first half instead of doing this, and I would have done the second half. Because now I have so much shit to talk about. You're getting chased around throughout the entire city, or the entire Raccoon City Police Department, and you finally escape the big X the plug, right? You make it through, and you make it to this clear boss arena, like just the clearest boss arena you'll ever see. And Branden, whenever you get to the point, you'll be like, "This is a fucking boss arena." Just as soon as you see it.
Okay.
As soon as you see it, you'll be like, "Boss arena." You walk in, fucking the tyrant has a rocket launcher that Leon, or not a rocket, he has a full-on rocket that he's about to launch at Leon. But Leon shoots the rocket, causing a mutation in the tyrant, exposing his heart, making him big and bad. And there's one thing I want to talk about. Leon can parry everything in this game.
Yeah.
Everything. Cars, bombs, rockets, zombies, guns.
Literally everything.
He can parry with a gun. If a zombie is running up to you and you press whatever the parry button, like on whatever you use, controller, console, on PC it's space. If you press the space bar with your gun aimed out like that, Leon will do an execution.
Yeah.
But like the entire fight is parrying the tyrant. And then, hitting him in the chest, getting him low to where you can do your little stabby stab. 3's the charm. You kill the tyrant, you push on, and this is I did forget, while at I forget the timeline, but between Leon and Grace in the police department, you figure out that Grace, Emily, and all of them are clones of Grace.
Okay.
And so you do this flashback while playing as one of the clones of Grace. You walk through and you find these infected clones who've had their brains altered, and they're killing the staff of an orphanage. And you're playing. This is another boring part. There's no backtracking in it, really. Well, there's one part, but there's really no backtracking in this part. It's literally just you run through. Like you have to run back to hide once, and then, whenever they stop messing with you, you run through, and then you run down, and then they'll be blocking the door at some point, and you have to run back until you hear the door close, and then you can run. But that's like the only 2 portions of that part. But it's really boring. There's a lot of running around in that part. There's really nothing you can do. It's really good storytelling, but just from a gameplay standpoint, it's boring. There's not much to talk about, review wise.
Okay.
It's a good part. It's good for the story. Gameplay wise, it's literally you're playing as a kid trying not to die.
Gotcha.
It's like you're playing Outlast at that point.
Mm.
But after that, that's whenever, you take back control of Leon, you figure out Zeno's telling Grace all about, her being, cloned, and how she was Spencer's, if that name rings a bell, Spencer's last thing. And she's the key to Elpis, the last bioweapon.
Okay.
I did skip over that. I apologize. Then you do all that shit with Leon. Leon talks to Sherry about, Elpis. You kill the tyrant. You go towards the orphanage. You make it through. And now you find another BSAA camp that has a rope that goes down. And you're going through this mutated plant. You're killing it. Culminates in a mini boss fight. Up until you reach the doors of a hidden Umbrella underground facility that has now been unearthed. You go in, and you play a little bit as Leon. I forget. That one is not as fresh on my mind because I'm on my second playthrough, and that one, I haven't played that part in a little bit because my PC is died, so I might get some things wrong. If I do, I apologize. But you go into the facility, and I can't remember if you go through it as Leon first or as Grace. So I'm going to do it as Leon and then Grace because I know what happens. I just forget the order it happens in. So you go through as Leon. You're killing shit, yada, yada, yada. Just plain old Leon killing shit. But in this part, this is when Grace is kind of coming into her own. It still feels like you're playing a horror game as Grace, but it feels like Grace is becoming more attuned to this. And the Lickers make a return.
Okay.
You remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah. They make a return. Pretty much you're swapping between Grace and Leon until they meet up at one point, and then they'll split up again. They meet up, they talk, they escape from Zeno after finding Elpis for the first time. They jump off, they escape Zeno, and it's clear the infection is getting Leon pretty bad now. It's affecting him super bad now. But you're clearing the way through. Grace and Leon make it back to each other again.
Right.
Leon is leaned up against this wall. He's coughing up blood. The infection's like getting him. It's all over his face now. And Grace figured something out while she was by herself. She found a video that had Spencer saying that Grace was his last hope.
Gotcha.
And while in that, he's saying that Grace has nothing to do with Elpis. She has nothing to do with any of it. Zeno and Victor thought she did, though. So all of this happened because her mom was investigating Elpis, and Spencer was the one who gave Grace to her mom before Spencer died. And I think it was in 5. Yeah, Spencer died in 5. And so it is heavily implied throughout everything you read, all of the things that, and again, whenever we do the essay on it, we'll go into more detail, but it's heavily implied that Elpis isn't a weapon, it's a cure.
Okay.
And so you make it to Leon. And Grace is like, I have an idea. You do this whole cutscene. Grace is like, if I do this, you'll let Leon live. And Zeno is like, of course, I'm a man of my word, yada yada yada. And there's two options that you can do. You can destroy Elpis, or you can release Elpis. And if you choose to destroy Elpis, that is the bad ending. Leon will get his shit blown smooth off. If you choose to release Elpis, that is the good ending. And it all culminates in a fight with Victor that Leon wins, and, Leon and Grace, after the fact, they're sitting down in the now crumbling facility because they released Elpis, and Elpis was the only thing keeping the facility up. No, sorry. Victor did destroy the facility. I apologize. Victor, after he mutated, destroyed the facility. Grace and Leon are sitting in the remnants, and they're like, there's no way out. They're coming to terms with their death. Then lights shine. You see them. BSAA agents. Sorry, not BSAA. The unit Chris has. The Lone Wolves, I think they're called, or something.
Okay.
They come down from the heavens, and they pick up Grace and Leon, and Leon and Grace are having the conversation, and Grace is like, man, I really just wish Emily could have made it. I'm just so sad. And Leon hits her with the, Grace, I didn't hit her in any of her vital spots. She is still alive. She could still be saved. And you know what they do? They save Emily. So to kind of go into the lore a little bit, the other girl, who was a clone of Grace, not really a clone because Grace isn't a clone. Grace isn't even related to them at all. That's what it was just Grace was thought to be. She was mutated for too long, and that's why she couldn't be saved. But Emily was a fresh mutation, and so her body was still being absorbed by the mutation. So there were still parts of her that could be saved. So they injected her with the cure, and the mutation subsided, and she gets her eyesight back. And guess what? Grace adopts her.
W.
And really, that's the end of the game. Roll credits. There's a end scene thing where Grace is talking to Leon because now they're best friends. AKA Leon accidentally adopted another kid. And that kid also has a kid. That kid also adopted another kid.
Holy shit.
You're going to have a lot. I purposefully explained it bad so that way whenever you watch it or you actually go through it, you'll be like, okay, this is so much better than what Damon explained it as. Not he popping out the Zenachino.
Oh, dude, I'm so fucking tired. Oh man, I had to pull the Zenachino out. It had been sitting in there this whole time. I think that's a pretty thorough coverage of Resident Evil.
Yeah, and again, we're gonna do a video essay of it at some point. We're gonna work on it, do some cool shit. I might even be there with Branden live action.
Live in person, at least for part of it. Because I think you said you wanted to cover all 9 games, right?
I do, but I think we should do it episodically.
Start at 1, work our way through.
And then we could do cool cosplays for each. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be fun, yeah. Yeah, I'm down.
Raise your hand if you want to see me as Jill.
I'm gonna be Pyramid Head. I know that's Silent Hill. That's Silent Hill.
That's Left 4 Dead. No, buddy.
That's Left 4 Dead.
That's Dead by Daylight. Can we talk about how Dead by Daylight is the Fortnite of horror games?
That's absolutely... Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Dead by Daylight is the Fortnite of horror games. Oh, man. But all right.
This was a really late record, he is tired. He's a very sleepy boy. So
I'm a very sleepy boy. I got to be up in like 4.5 hours.
with that, I will reiterate my ranking. I believe this game is a 10 out of 10. They do a perfect job at melding the games together, both play styles. And Grace's story is amazing. Leon's story is amazing. They are planning on coming out with future DLC for it. I hope that is amazing. I want a mercenary mode. I think a mercenary mode like they have in 4 would go insane. Like, imagine being able to play Grace as like you could as Leon.
That would be gas. I would give it an 8, but I'm going to give it a 9 to reiterate, because I would suck a fart out of Grace Ashcroft's butthole like a bong rip. On that note, I'm going to start a new campaign here. We're trying to get Mountain Dew to sponsor us.
I love Mountain Dew.
That's going to be my goal. I don't know. This show could run for 10 years. By the end of it, by the time we fucking retire, we need to have a Mountain. At the very least, Mountain Dew needs to send us like a hat and a case of Mountain Dew. At the very least.
What's your poison? What Mountain Dew flavor you prefer?
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, just straight up as it is. It's the GOAT for a reason.
I like Baja Blast.
I also really fucking like Baja Blast, but all right. Mountain Dew, please notice us. That's it. We'll see y'all next time.
Goodbye, guys. I've been Damon.
I've been Branden. And goodbye.
We'll spoil it next time. Ah!